maybe you could just tell us how gene editing has changed in the last 10 years, and why is this so revolutionary? I mean, we've had ways of manipulating DNA for a long time. Obviously, like genetically modified foods have been in the news a lot, but what's really changed?
So genetic modification, the original technology is developed about 50 years ago. And for a long time, they didn't change substantially. And they allowed us to change DNA, but they were quite difficult technologies to use. So you could only use them in a very restricted range of species. And they actually were really only very good for introducing really big changes into the genome. If you just wanted to make one really subtle change, it was very difficult. The new technology, which is gene editing, which I call hacking, which is also called CRISPR, what that does is it allows you to make exquisitely sensitive changes to DNA. So, for example, there's 3 billion letters essentially in our DNA alphabet. And with the very best form of gene editing, you can change just one of them and leave everything else unchanged. And that's happened in the last 7 years. And the other great thing about it is not only is it exquisitely sensitive and controllable, it's really easy to use. So the new technology, it's a bit like comparing the way we all cut and paste and edit documents in word processing programs. It's a bit like being able to do that rather than thinking back to when people used to have to use movable type and move bits of metal around to try and create the right printout of something. It's that big a jump in how easy it is to do genetic changes in the genome of any species that you like, actually. Mm-hmm. That's one of the other things that's revolutionary about it. You can just take your favorite species and you can start changing its genome. It's amazing.
Yeah. And I think, if I understand correctly, I mean, some of the other issues with previous technology were that you couldn't make necessarily one change, that maybe changes would happen in multiple spots at one time. You couldn't zero in on a specific location. Is that your understanding?
Yeah, you could target the old technologies to a specific location sometimes, but you always left other changes in there as well. So it was like leaving signals in there. So putting in extra bits of different genes from different species just to try to get in the one bit that you wanted. So with the new technologies, with gene editing, it's a single hit. You put the reagents into the cell, the DNA is changed, and that's it. You would never know it had been changed. There's no other extra bits left in. Yeah. It's an incredibly clean system.